Hello everyone. Today I will tell you about the film 1983 called My Mentor. The picture tells about a high school graduate named Bobby Crystal. The guy has no luck with girls, and tonight, together with his friends, two brothers Jack and Billy, they decide to become men at all costs. To do this, teenagers go to a brothel. It doesn't work out for friends to lose their ailment. Jack gets a pervert who likes it harder, and Bobby falls asleep as soon as he touches his courtesan's chest. In the morning, the boy asks his father to come in. Bobby's teacher informed Mr. Crystal that the guy had failed the French exam. Now, in order to enter Yale University, he needs to take an additional exam. To do this, Bobby's father has already found the best French tutor in the city for his offspring, with whom the guy will have to study every day during the summer. The next day, as my father said, Terry Green, a French tutor, appears. Unbeknownst to his son, Mr. Crystal promises Terry to pay an additional $10,000 if Bobby passes the exam successfully, but asks him not to tell the guy anything about this deal. In the evening, Billy takes Bobby and Jack to a cafe where a girl of low social responsibility works as a waitress, persuading her to work with these two losers. Once in the parking lot, Sylvia says that she has 10 minutes. The first one gets the honor of staying with Bobby's girlfriend. Plenty of Jackies go to the bar across the street to wait their turn. As soon as Bobby undresses, bikers drive up to the diner. According to Sylvia, the leader of the gang is her boyfriend, with whom they are engaged, but for some reason he does not like it when a girl cheats on him. Not wanting to be beaten up, Bobby hides under the car so that the bikers won't notice him. After leaving the diner, the gang leader immediately goes to Sylvia's car, realizing that she again dragged someone into the back seat of the Chrysler. Bikers start searching the parking lot in search of this suicide, but instead of Bobby they come across Jack. The leader pulls out a knife to get even with the guy, but Sylvia keeps up, according to which she would not sleep with such a person even for money. Having failed again, Bobby returns home. Going out into the yard, he notices Terry bathing in the pool. In the morning during class, she told Bobby that she would stay at their house for the whole summer while she taught the guy French. Besides, she has nowhere to go yet. She recently broke up with her boyfriend. Bobby quietly sneaks up to the pool so that Terry does not hear him, and begins to spy on the girl. After bathing, Terry goes to the guest house, and Bobby decides to follow the girl, continuing to spy on her through the window. Having watched enough of a naked female body last night, in the morning Bobby is overcome by erotic fantasies, the main role in which goes to Terry, but the girl interrupts the guy's sexual adventures, as they need to prepare for exams. After a couple of weeks of classes, Boy gives Terry trial tests, scoring 80 points, but for admission to Yale University you need to score 85. Bobby reminds that the girl promised to arrange a festive dinner for the guy if Bobby manages to score at least 70 points. They go to a restaurant, where Terry's ex-boyfriend also arrives, having caught his ex-girlfriend in the company with some kind of sucker. Don doesn't understand where Terry has gone. He had been looking for her for several weeks, and now she was sitting quietly in the restaurant as if nothing had happened. Terry does not want to talk to him, because everything is over between them, which she already told him about on the last day of their meeting, and the girl has no desire to repeat. While Don is distracted by a phone conversation, Terry and Bobby leave the restaurant. Late in the evening, Bobby again goes to his observation post, from which he spies on Terry, bathing naked in the pool. After getting out of the water and putting on a bathrobe, Terry goes to the guest house, and Bobby decides to follow her again, but gets ambushed by the girl. Terry tries to reason with the guy that peeping is not good. She doesn't hold a grudge against Bobby, but she makes him promise that he won't spy on her anymore. In the morning, the guy meets his mom, who is preparing the lawn for Bobby's birthday. After asking the woman if she has seen Terry, Bobby finds out that some guy came to pick up the girl, and she left, but promised to come to the beginning of classes. Bobby goes outside, meeting Terry and Don talking sweetly there. Jealous of the girl, Bobby says that they have classes for which the girl was late. It seems that the couple is doing well, they even kiss goodbye. In the evening, Billy takes Jack and Bobby to another hot spot in the city, a strip bar, where mud wrestling will take place today. It's clear that no one will let schoolchildren in there, so Billy got fake driver's licenses for these losers, according to which teenagers go inside, but they are thrown out of there. And all because of the fact that the Jackie Billy brothers jumped into the ring, starting to hug the fighting girls. Meanwhile, Terry decides to visit Don, finding him in the car cheating with some girl. After a bad evening, Bobby returns home, meeting a sad Terry. According to her condition, the guy guesses that the girl has some problems with Dawn again, which Terry confirms herself. Bobby is glad that the girl is here. The guy admits that he was jealous of Terry for Dawn when he saw them together in the morning. The girls are getting uneasy. After giving Bobby a peck on the cheek, Terry goes to the guest house. After a while, the girl goes for a swim in the pool, where Bobby finds her naked. Taking him by the hand, Terry throws the guy into the water, where they start kissing, and then the girl takes Bobby by the hand and leads him to the guest house, where they do it. A few days later, it's time for Bobby's birthday party. Noticing Terry, the guy's father calls her to talk. After a little too much alcohol, Mr. Crystal offers to sleep with Terry, but is refused in a very rude form. After the party, Bobby goes back to Terry, and in the morning, so that his parents don't notice him, he carefully sneaks into his room, where he pretends to fall asleep at the table. While preparing breakfast, Bobby notices Dawn driving into his yard. He immediately goes to the guest house to talk to Terry. Bobby asks him to leave the territory of the house, but Dawn begins to threaten that he will beat the boy, since he has a black belt in karate. Bobby asks you to wait a minute. Running out with a gun, the guy directs it at Dawn, demanding to leave as soon as possible, which he obediently does. To surprise Terry, Bobby goes to the lingerie store to choose a gift for the girl, and then goes to the park, looking at something like the Kama Sutra. Why does Bonnie, the boy's classmate, find him? He likes her, but does not want to pay attention to Bobby in any way. Grabbing the book, Bonnie notes the guy's desire to gain experience at least from the pictures. Back at home, Bobby shows Terry what he was able to learn from the book. In the morning, the guy finds out that his parents are going to leave for the whole weekend, which Terry tells about. The girl offers to let the servants go for the weekend to stay together. In the evening, Bobby's friends come to visit. Hearing a groan coming from the guest house, Billy and Jack discover a fight without Terry tumbling in bed, which is why Jack asks his brother to take him to Mexico, where for $10 any girl will do absolutely anything for him. At the family dinner, when Bobby's parents return, the guy asks his father's permission to go to study at the University of California, where there is a faculty of astronomy, which I am fond of Bobby. Mr. Crystal is sure that looking through a telescope, you can't make a lot of money, so Bobby has a road only to Yale University. Terry is doing the last test of Bobby's knowledge before tomorrow's exam. Saying goodbye, they kiss, which the guy's father sees from his bedroom window. The next day comes. Terry is waiting for Bobby after the exams. According to the guy, he managed to score as much as 91 points, which causes Terry's delight. Bobby offers the girl to go to San Francisco, where he has a hotel room booked, but learns from Terry that the girl is leaving for her parents in France tomorrow, which makes the guy very sad. Bobby and Terry arrive home, as the girl needs to pack her things for tomorrow's departure. The father congratulates the guy on successfully passing the exams, after which he admits that Terry received an additional $10,000 for Bobby's education, which pisses the guy off. Angry at his father, Bobby makes it clear that he still intends to go to the University of California, and not to indulge his father's desire. After leaving the house, Bobby meets Terry. The guy makes a scene because of the money that the girl was paid by Bobby's father for the successful passing of exams by the guy. Calling Terry a prostitute, Bobby gets slapped in the face. The guy gets on his scooter and goes wherever his eyes look, until he falls when some car cuts him off. Gathering his thoughts, Bobby goes to his classmate Bonnie. The guy offers to go to the cinema together on Saturday. And in general, why does she meet with adult guys? Because there are peers, for example, they kiss, and in the morning Bobby comes home. The guy apologizes to Terry for yesterday's statements, and the girl asks her to forgive her for the slap. After learning that Bobby was at Bonnie's all night, Terry says that now it's definitely time for her to leave, otherwise the girl will be jealous of Bobby. Since Terry still decided to leave, the guy will have to forget her, but Terry believes that he will not succeed, with which Bobby himself agrees. They kiss goodbye, and then Terry leaves. This is where the film ends. Thank you for watching and see you on the channel.